This is the first time I've seen His Excellency John Dramani Mahama react with, such a level of emotions, right? Ninina ejina. Let me just give you the background. Yen him say na watwe etwe mu no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama echo UN and set a record. I mean, he led the resolution later Emma UN EG2 mu say slave trade the gravest crime ever to happen to humanity. Na ewie no na ye requested for reparations. Now, Afenyo Markin, our minority leader, eba be pass comments our parliament say we don't deserve reparations because Ghana for no ya ne ton ye ho ema abrofo no what you say. Surprisingly, some people are passing that narrative. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama visibly was not happy. Say people like Afenyo Markin passes such comments. Enunti or the reaction about Enra Oshia the CSOs, civil society organizations. Na eho eno kan same way. Yintino.
A few of our people, I don't know whether for attention or popularity, criticized the achievement and tried to belittle it. And they made all kinds of infantile arguments. They say, but Africans were involved. I mean, the crime was systematic. The ships that carried the slaves were insured by reputable insurance companies that are some of the richest in the world today and profited from the slave trade. The ship owners made money. Reparations, and listen to the important one, reparations were paid to slave owners for letting the slaves go. When they abolished slave trade and said the slaves could go, they compensated the person who has enslaved somebody for loss of property. As recently as 2015, compensation was paid to people for losing their slaves. And you come and tell me that we recognize this as a grievous crime, and you say, but Africans were involved. This was a whole system. They built ships, and they built the ships with measurements to make sure that the cargo can take the maximum amount of slaves. And you tell me that, Africans were involved, so we shouldn't talk about reparations. I don't know. I mean, some people just want to whittle down what happened. If you know what happened to the slaves, nothing compares to it in everything that has happened in this world. To the 15 million people who were sent away, those who died. I'll give you the case of one example. A ship captain threw 134 slaves overboard to go and claim insurance because the cargo, your ancestors were cargo. And so if the ship lost cargo, there was insurance that compensated for the loss of cargo. And 134 slaves, he threw them overboard and went and filed an insurance claim for loss of cargo. And before now, the arguments have been fragmented. A few people have acknowledged. I know some of the leading corporates have come and apologized for their role in this, but the whole discussion has been fragmented. And so our purpose was to put it on record, the true story of the slave trade. If even to just let the spirit of our ancestors rest, I am happy that we went. I'm happy that we went to the General Assembly and it is recorded for eternity in the records that this happened. It will never be forgotten. Those who seek to erase their memory have failed. Their memory is in the records of the highest platform. And so let's not trivialize it and say, but there were people involved. In the record of the Holocaust, there were Jews who were prison guards. Mm-hmm. There were Jews who pointed out where other Jews were hiding. And yet the Holocaust is recognized as genocide and a crime against humanity. So why not the slave trade? Because some Africans were involved. It doesn't absolve those who built the system and financed it. And so we'll call them out. I don't care what anybody says, we'll call them out. And so Ghana has done its bit. Ghana has been recognized for leading the Pan-Africanist struggle. And I think this is just an extension of that leadership. Now that we have it on record, the same coalition that came together to do this, including our CARICOM brothers and sisters, they have a 10-point plan on reparations. I think that we should build a coalition around their 10-point plan for reparative justice and restitution. And it goes beyond just reparations. It includes artifacts that were stolen. Only recently, the head of one of our chiefs has been returned. It is in 37, being preserved in 37. They cut off his head and took it and put it in a museum for many years. It has only recently come back. And so it's a broader discussion than those who seek to trivialize it. And we will continue to lead if our leadership is needed, but we'll continue to be a good part of that coalition that continues to press for reparative justice and restitution.
This is the first time, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has a way of responding to issues in a jovial way. Now, this is the first time I'll be going to say, or this is personally the first time I'm going to say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sounded angry, not in a bad way, but angry that people are not understanding what's going on. Angry, say, but you have your own people rise and speak against it. And clearly, you could see from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the construction of the sentences, the facial expression. You could see that he was sort of getting frustrated. Say, how is this? How is it that you are an African and you don't want to understand what's going on? How is it that you are an African and you are speaking against this? So if you check video if you go back and play the video and then check, senya papa nekasa to me say we got in a positive way we got, and indeed. And that's exactly how I was also feeling. Reading through comments where you got African black people saying, there's no reparation. And you see, people don't understand. Say, Emra na slave trade no is air no. Ghana wasn't Ghana. Okay? And so if you say Ghana is involved and Africans are involved, Ghana was not a country. Ni emambe bomu en unite. And it was one of the reasons that na ekahu bintiana abrofono etumi edi esosano, because we were not united. Africa was more like kingdoms, and it was normal for a particular kingdom to go capture another kingdom. Inti kingdom bibekwa ko capture nkrofo as prisoners. Onhu ne se wo ye nipa. Enya say ye nina, you see people are making it look like say ende say ye nina ni ye Ghana for no and ya ni ye ton ye ho dabi. That time no, we were not united. Na ye nya one. So wo bi eye enkrania ohun asantini a wo hu asantini ni say wo ye ninua, because ni enya Ghana. We were from different parts. Inti ton anasa that time no mo ton mo ho no, they didn't see it as say or ton no ani nipa, and rightfully so. Ohun say we are a prisoner of war. And amakwa china or ye mi slave. And no be abase wo ba betono. And ya menton mano. But abrofo no munim di omoye. It is a kind of sana. Don't just look back and see say because today we are together as Ghana or African intino. Ebia emra na abrofo ne ba no. Na sana na ye together sana yankasa ye ton ye huma and ye ton ye nkrofo ma womo. That wasn't the case. We were not together. We were seen as different tribes and different people. You didn't care about the other person. I will free different place, no, because you were speaking different languages. Now you need common language be ani can. Inti other person no se me can ever. Na other person can ebia dagon bakasa. Onye minipa On Kamehu, we were not united. People need to think from that particular perspective so you understand why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, sounded very frustrated. And I really side with him. Now, book near that screen is on your friend your action plan for weight loss. While we fu so, our person we fu form. While we put you on weight, our person will sort say. While unante kakra na wabre, uye juma kakre bia na wabre. We hu se nanse wo 9 air tatai. Na wako hospital yese cholesterol level ewo high. Yese eye OBP ewo soro. Yese wo sugar level ewo soro. Mesra book we ebe tre wo nyama miensa. Na sa nyama miensa no die mepesa wo yema me ne se wo die di so sacrifice 1 week pe. Ne di sa nyama miensa ne so. Na wo di so wi a wankasa wo de adanse beba. Oye Ghana ni na wa abrochire na enyama we ni na no ewo so na ope book na nyama ni bi wo so na ope se book no eye adwuma wa ema wa obetumi nya hard copy no ewo Amazon eno so obekọ Amazon na wa search for book ne title your action plan for weight loss eba na wato oto aye be shape e de abrel ewo abrochi baby a wo bia. There is a link in the comment box, you can click on it na onsa aka eye book no obehu icon bi ewo se wo hwe wo YouTube obehu icon bi wo screen so betumi click. But on Facebook and on YouTube, you see there is the link. If you are watching on TikTok, you just have to call or WhatsApp the number on the book 055-807-4986. Sorry, 055-807-4986. Now, if you WhatsApp or you call, a book on the PDF and send a tree video or the ever video, it's just 100 cedis. Montreal, your comment box, no moment will be asked.